Bagel, usually you roll out when you're doing your initial rollout, you go through left. Um, as roamer, I like to go down this way. And then you can like sit kind of here or here. You don't really want to be walking into house until the point is unlocked. Um, the reason why is because once the point is unlocked, your team's gonna start walking forward. That's someone that needs push to talk on, or what the fuck is going on? Holy shit! All right. Anyways, when the point unlocks, your team and their team will obviously be playing a little bit more aggressively, so you can kind of play in house and fight this house a little bit. And if you win house, you'll be able to spam like directly to onto them like here, compared to if they're playing back, you'd have to like go all the way out here to spam them. And if you have to go all the way out there, then you're better off just jumping on this roof and spamming them instead. Um, and there's also the fact that it's a lot easier for their team to assist uh this house if it starts to get overrun when they're playing further back than compared to them being more forward. You can argue it's also easy because they can like shoot through this window and whatnot, but if they're shooting through this window, you're that means they're not focusing your team on the other point and they can collapse on whoever's trying to shoot through the window. Make sense?
Grande.
Yes.
Um Rest of the team usually will roll out here through left. Onto mid is Pocket Scout. One of the ways that you could play is you could play far back here at first. And then once your demo walk forward, you kind of want to be like a barrier between the demo and whoever trying to attack them. Initially you can kind of play like the opposite side of demo, so your demo can play here on left and then you right. But if your demo's starting to be a bit more forward, you might want to give up your side in order to make sure that your demo doesn't get held W on by a scout. Because if their scout seat that your demo is like up here and alone, the scout's just gonna walk straight forward and kill your demo. So you want to make sure that you're kind of like physically present, like physically in front of them in order to prevent a scout from just mindlessly doing that to your demo man. Left house, pocket soldier. Usually you will be the one to be holding into this area. Um, your pocket scout won't assist you a lot of the time. They could try to. Your flank scout usually won't be assisting you because once the point is unlocked and your roamer is starting to bust through there, he'll bust through with your scout. But if you need help, I would personally stay a little far back here, and then as soon as they walk through, don't shoot a rocket at them, just jump away. The reason why is because there's a soldier that I was mentoring that was trying to play here in house, and whenever he get overrun, he shoot a rocket and then jump, and he would die every single time. You don't have time to shoot a single rocket at the player, you just need to jump away, because it's two players, and the chase distance is very small. So you just need to jump away, and then just you can strafe like on the here or like back here. Try not to strafe here because they'll chase you and kill you. But if you strafe over there or there, then they have to walk around this corner and meet your team, and then your team can collapse on them. Um, Honestly, that's it for like fights. That's how fights work in general. Common scenarios you might find. The two most common scenarios is if your med died, you should immediately do a call for everyone else to attack their medic. And if your med and if their med died, you need to immediately start playing passively and letting them feed into you. So if our med's positioned here and my pocket scout's here and their med dies, we're immediately are going to back up and stay here on stairs. We'll have like one soldier play in here in order to watch these stairs, and then both of our scouts can play here with her demo. Her demo can trap here where a med is sitting at, so if a soldier lands directly here, they get immediately dead on, and then we just kill them because they're going to chase you in order to attempt to kill your medic. Either that or they're just gonna leave. So I would make sure that you're able to I would just try and play a little bit further back and let them feed into you. If they're not feeding into you, or they fed like a few players and they finish, then you can walk forward and like cap the point and whatnot. Um, when you need to feed in for their medic, you need to call where their medic is. That's everyone's job. As soon as you see their medic, you need to call where they are. So if they're on point, you need to call they're behind point. You know, if they're on top of point, they're so on and so forth. Just call where their medic is so that all of your other teammates are able to direct their bombs and chases straight to where the medic is. Um, Other common scenarios is 5 mans, or not 5 mans, 4 mans. In case your team doesn't know, a 4 man is when you have the pocket scout stay with the medic, and everyone else will go in the each separate door. You don't want everyone going through one door at once. So you might have like one or two go into these doors respectively, and then like one or two go through this door, and then like so on and so forth. Then from there, you just go for the medic, and it's the same thing before. Like call out where the medic is once you see him, and then hopefully you force or drop him, and then you go from there. Um, Last common scenario, forward holding. Um, you have demo over here. By himself is not exactly the best way to describe it because you usually have a scout like playing kind of close to him, but it'll feel like you're by yourself because you're not. There's no one that's usually specifically sitting right here with you, except for maybe one scout. You trap this door, and then you have another scout either sitting there with the demo or like sitting up here, kind of watching this area more than this area. You have two soldiers playing on right, and you have the med just tagging both of the soldiers while they try to deny them from busting out through right. Um, and then the other scout can kind of play right back here in order to play closer toward the soldiers, but still have someone present to watch the middle alongside your other scout. Um,
I have a question. So
yeah.
for holding over here, where do I usually stand so I don't get like nuked? If they were all to like push through this big door, where should I like stand so I can escape?
You could stand at this door. Um, if you see, usually you might be a bit further at first, like watching them, but if you see a bunch of players walking over there, you can play back here. Then once your traps have been dead, you can just start backing up and setting traps here, like set traps while you're walking in case someone tried to chase you and call that they busted out through left. Make sense?
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Thank you.
Yep. Any other questions? I don't really have much else to talk about on Bagel.
Uh,
Um,
Yeah, I can go over bombs,
I
but
have one question as flank. Where should I be playing around, like in the main, like in the first fighter river? Yeah. Okay.
Well, I've heard like from some other advanced and main players they said the flank scout should play on the left with pocket soldier
you
instead.
can have the flank guy play on the left. That's another way. Have a flank guy play on the left. Roamer can go and kind of play here alone at first, and then
They
add
said
you buff
only
forward.
you only go when like they shove. I don't know. It's just like different play styles, I guess.
Yeah, but you can still go through here, and your team can assist you on this side if you try to bust through. Because at the same time you're busting through, your team should be pushing as well, anyways. So that's two ways that you could play flank. Um, any other question before I go over a couple of bombs? Okay. Here's one bombing spot. You could just like go right through here. This is just literally jump from anywhere here and then hit this wall. And you can get a pretty decent amount of height. This here can help you get a decent amount of height right onto the nipple point. Um, Jumping off of these give you a good amount of height as well. I'm thinking of other spots I can think of off of the top of my head. The radiator. This same there. This same. This. Yeah. It's the same bomb as before, but with higher ground, so you could land them further. This is like if you want to land right on the point, as your team is pushing through, you can land right here on the point and then like jump back off if need be. There's this as well, technically. You could go like this, maybe, if you like mess up the second jump a little bit and you need to get an extra amount of height. You could go like this and then get extra height as well. But even the first two rockets are usually so fast that you aren't able to hit the third one. And then you can just land onto someone. Those are all the bombs I could think of off of the top of my head. Oh, so I'm in here in forward holding. You can bomb through to kill the demo. I mean, you can just go through here, one jump right onto the demo. Unless you mean from this ramp here to get onto the demo. You can just speed shot right onto their demo. Right through here, you can speed shot onto your demo as well. Um, I don't think so on this map because soldiers and Koth have a lot more better presence. Being alive. The problem with a double bomb is if your team messes up. I feel like it can work in high divs because like high div players will like understand to push forward no matter what and will go forward in order to not bait their soldiers. But that isn't as common in even like divisions like main and IM players don't do that to their soldiers. So if you lose both soldiers and sixes 5 CP, right? It's obviously bad, but like in Canada Hill, it's way worse. You just have to give up point until the soldiers respawn. The scouts have nothing else to shoot, so they're just gonna walk forward and shoot like everyone in front of them. There's no soldiers to be worried about, so. And it's even worse on this map because you can't go behind. Like on Clear Cut, you can have like one soldier bomb and another soldier like go behind, and another soldier like goes behind and then goes back into fight or something like that. And in product technically you can do that as well, go behind, but I feel like on Bagel going behind it's not as easy and not as uh good for your team as like say going behind on product. Yeah. On this map, I feel like sniper isn't a very great class. I mean, look, there's really not like, oh wow, I can look at these two spots as sniper. Yeah, it's an actually well-made map for against snipers. Yeah, I mean, even product, like, in my opinion, even on maps like product where sniper is valuable, unless your sniper cheating or is an invite player, you like and hits every single shot, you should not have them on sniper and product. Um. I don't want to go too deep into explaining it because I'm not talking about product, but yeah. Heavy, I could see it being good. I like pyro more because you just have a pyro go through here and just air blast them away. And like water distracted by the pyro, you can have a soldier go through here and then a soldier not bump his head, but like bust out like this. And then the pyro walk through at the same time in order to kind of like either clean up these players or at least get out and bust out. And then after that, pyro should get off of their class, onto whatever class they were on before.
Nope.
So as roamer, should I just be playing a little more passive
Yeah.
Or-
Play for spam. Really, that's how you should play roamer and soldier in general. Um, but it's not as viable in low div. But this is a great map that can help teach you to just play for spam. Like you don't even have to hit anyone when you're spamming here. Spamming here shows their soldier that's sitting in here that there is someone present in this area. If you're not spamming that area, they're just gonna bust right through, and they're gonna be like, "Oh shit, no one's here. I'm just gonna go through right to a bomb on your medic." But if you're spamming this spot, their soldier isn't just gonna blindly go out. They might peek it once you're finished spamming and be like, "Okay, you're all the way back here. I don't really have like I can't really like bust out unless you shoot all four of your rockets, so I'm going to not do that." You know what I mean? Like like you want to spam obviously spam for damage, but like you can spam in order to like not have the soldier just walk through your flank for free.
Alright, that makes sense.
And then when you want to bust through, you have to let your team know, since your team should be walking forward on point the same time you bust through.
Okay. Alright, thank you.
Yep. Never drop your demo. Um, it's I prefer demo scout on cough exchanges. Um, so you sit with have your pocket scout and demo always hit them together with your medic. Try and meet them. Um, your demo can like shoot like traps right like across the point. Set them like right here if they're sitting there in order to scare them into using. And kind of keep them like trapped in. And then from there, it's you try and like damage them, and whoever hopefully gets the exchange. Hopefully you guys can use after them to make your exchange better. That's one way you can go about it. You can pressure them as well, like have like your roamer give up the house just to spam here and like deal a lot of damage. You could have like the soldier do something like do like a jump here right onto point just to shoot like one rocket and like back away. Just because obviously if you stay up there, you're just gonna get obliterated by like everyone because you're on the high ground. But the mere like that can scare them into thinking, oh, especially like low did players just either bomb. They don't like fade on the points like that. They usually just bomb. So that could scare them into using, or at least like deal extra damage into them so that it helps your demo and scout like pressure them. Pocket soldier playing here by left. You can spam them right here as well. It's all about just like trying to spam them as soldier to try and help your pocket scout and demo get them in the Uber in. And then from there, once they Uber, both of your soldiers should sit as far back as humanly possible and maintain a lot of health and ammo. This isn't the time to be taking 1v1s or 2v1s. It should just be the time for you to play back, have a lot of health. So then once the Ubers are finished, you can bomb immediately for the post. Flank scout, usually you have to sit further back as well because, it's usually a demo scout exchange and your pocket scout's alive. So you just kind of can sit a little bit further back. If your pocket scout dies, then flank scout takes the Uber. If your demo dies, then unfortunately you can make it a double scout. But yeah, that's a couple ways you can do an exchange.
Rad.
I'm not a demo player, so I don't know a lot of them off of the top of my head because Bagel didn't exist when I was trying to figure out demo. But common sense shit, just stuff like this. Obviously, like all in here. Someone might trap this bush here as well. Be kind of a silly move, but like the reasoning behind this is if you're like forward holding, you get like a trap through here, and as they forward, a scout just goes straight through here and you buff right on them. Um, Also like here as well, just like setting traps like this as you're running away. Um, Stuff like this as well you could be careful of, like this. Send trap on the stairs like this. Traps right here on this platform and this platform. There's no like rocks platforms in, honestly. Yeah, they
Hold
don't
up,
make you
I got a
push out
question.
from
So
here.
like, if we full wipe them, and like you know where I forward hold the big door, I'm curious if I could try something. So go through there real quick. So you see that like door up there? Can I have like one line of sticky on like the left side, stacked a little bit? Because if we stack them, and then a little on the door to the right, like nah, the one to the right of you. So like yeah, that one on the left side. Am I like allowed to do that? Is that like a horrible idea? Because I feel like I could actually get like something off that. Because like if they're all dead, yeah, basically that. Yeah, you did it perfectly. So like something like that. Maybe play a little farther back. If they're like really far back and down, I think that like be something I could do. Uh, did my earbuds disconnect this one? Hold on.
I don't have push to talk enabled. I was talking to myself.
Hey, you're good.
Um,
I thought
so
I just had the worst idea of all time.
no, I was about to I was about to say like I just realized you like kept interrupting me while I was talking. Like wait.
I'm
So
not rude like that, bro.
the problem with that, you need one scout here to watch this trap, and you here to watch that trap. The second if if you don't get a kill, these players will immediately rush you through. So now you don't really have to set up a trap that you typically place here, and instead you have to like single that these people away. And then maybe once you single that them away, you have time to like reload, set up the traps and whatnot. But like chances are, if you don't get it's a small get a kill with those traps, it can turn pretty risky.
Well, what if I just put like 3 sticks on each? Because then I'll have 2 sticks to put on like right there. Yeah, and my scout, if or not, I think I could just pipe the left side if they just come in like that. So I mean, it would be dead. Actually, never mind. That's kind of dumb. Yeah, I see what you're talking about though.
Well, you'll have time to reload your stickies, right?
Yeah,
So you just reload your stickies, and you just keep your stickies out in order to like single that onto them when they walk in. As
alright.
well. Because if you pipe someone, you have to hit a direct hit and it hits one player for 100 and another for like 30. If you do one sticky here, everyone at this door takes at least 40 damage from that one sticky. So 1, 2, 80 damage, right? Now whoever through the door will die to your scout. Whoever not through the door need to back up, grab this kit over here and like get some heals from their medic. Make sense?
Yeah.
That's why you should just have your stickies out to single that
So it's not a horrible idea. Like I'm still allowed to do that or not?
Yeah, you can do that. You just gotta communicate it with your flank scout
Yeah. No, I will. Alright,
or
thank you.
pocket scout, either scout, whichever one's sitting closer to you. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions? Yeah, I haven't gotten the map talk myself on it yet. This is off of the